Hello dear viewers, a very warm welcome to our channel. In this video we are going to have a look at why do common rail fuel injectors fail. The common rail fuel injection system uses a solenoid actuated fuel injectors operating at extremely large pressure and are capable of injecting multiple times per cylinder stroke. Injection pressure of around 2000 bar are now standard and therefore their work must be very precise. Although common rail fuel injectors are designed to last, advances in injection technology means that they are more prone to wear from different issues. Let's have a look at some of the things that can cause damage to the common rail fuel injectors. 1. Particle contamination. The most likely cause of premature failure is fuel contamination. Fuel contamination occurs when debris in the fuel gets past the filtration system, destroying the sealing surfaces and getting admitted into the fuel injectors. Any debris passing through acts like a sandpaper and it will wear down, creating groove in key sealing surfaces until they no longer function properly. With that very small tolerances, even the smallest of particles can cause significant damage to the fuel injectors. Often the consequences of ineffective filtration system, poor fuel filter performance, or anything that can allow the miniature and tiny particles admitted into the fuel system will cause the components to erode and malfunction, resulting in poor seal between surfaces. Over time, this can alter the fuel spray pattern, and in turn, the quality, quantity, and timing of fuel injection will be disrupted. Any foreign object entering the system may damage the fuel injectors. Some parts like rust that is getting sucked in with the fuel, dust penetrating through the fuel system, leaking joints, small metal debris or other unwanted materials getting admitted with the fuel can damage the fuel system. So particulate contamination is the number one cause for common rail fuel injector failure. 2. Water contamination. The second most common cause of common rail fuel injector failure is contamination from excessive water in the fuel. Since everything in the fuel injection system and the injector is made up of metal, water can cause corrosion. If not stored or handled correctly, water can enter the fuel and it will react with the chemicals in the fuel system and start to corrode metal surfaces and reduce lubrication property of the fuel, resulting in failure and very fast wear of the moving parts. Combined, this can cause premature wear of both the fuel injectors and the high pressure fuel injection pump. Water can either cause debris in the system or it can cause clearance increase between parts by wearing them out, leading to sticking parts. 3. Deposit buildup. Any fuel that is left in the fuel injector after the engine is shut down will effectively be cooked by the residual heat, creating some sort of carbon deposit. This is sometimes known as coking. If left unchecked and if left uncleaned, these deposits will build up around the fuel injector nozzle tip and that will cause the injector to stick. The injector needle might stick, causing to poor fuel injection and sometimes total fuel injection interruption. Again, this can disrupt the quantity and the timing of fuel injection as well. So the third cause of fuel injector failure is deposit buildup. 4. Incorrect installation. Poor installation practices can also contribute to premature failure. For example, if there is maintenance operation done on the fuel injectors and there is a missing nozzle washer or one that has not been properly seated, that will allow combustion residue to leak past the nozzle washers and that can lead to premature fuel injector failure. Similarly, seal rings can easily roll out of their grooves. While this may seem like a simple issue, they can result in much bigger problem, including poor injector performance, starting and fuel efficiency problems. So look out for missing sealing rings, improper tightening torque, and inadequate cleaning of the fuel nozzle. This can all cause performance issues. It can lead to misfire, it can lead to black smoke, and it can sometimes lead to appearance of a check engine light on your dashboard. 5. Low fuel quality. Common rail fuel injectors would work under pressure extremely large, more than 2000 bar. Now the components used in the productions of this type of injectors have variations in size of several microns and they are therefore very susceptible to the flow of quality fuel that lubricates them. All impurities, solid particles, and water inside the fuel will damage these precision injector elements. They damage the injector surface by eroding them and by corroding them as well. Paraffin crystallizing in poor quality fuel can also lead to injection system failure. Simply put, the injectors will clog if there is excessive paraffin present in a low quality fuel. Thus, fuel quality is very crucial in terms of durability of common rail fuel injectors and the injection system as a whole. 6. Clogged fuel filters. The fuel filter is designed not only to trap and store all particulate contaminant in from solid particle, but it is also there to separate water from entering the fuel system, thereby preventing corrosion of the individual parts of the common rail fuel injectors. Extending their use, extending the service life of the filter, and extending the change interval of the fuel injectors will somehow lead to low performance. Low quality fuel filters are not intended for car models using common rail fuel injectors. If the fuel filters are not replaced on time, that can lead to getting clogged, and that can lead to premature fuel injector failure due to some foreign particles passing via the fuel filters. 7. Defective high pressure pump. Sometimes the feed pump or the common rail high pressure pump itself starts to form small metal shavings, which then reach the fuel injectors and cause irreparable damage. So, defective high pressure pump, it could be due to poor maintenance practice, or it could be due to wear and tear that can cause tiny metal particles getting sent to the fuel injectors, and those tiny particles will have the tendency of damaging the fuel injectors' precision machine surfaces, leading to injector failure. And finally, 8. Poorly executed chip tuning. Chip tuning is a changing or modifying memory chip in the vehicle's electronic control unit to achieve superior engine performance. Any amateur attempt to increase performance, exhaust gas recirculation valve interruption, or other unwanted or improper interventions may result in injector damage. So, if there are any modifications that are out of spec, that can also lead to common rail fuel injector failure. Well, dear viewers, that is all we have for you in this video. If you enjoyed what has been presented, please smash the like button. If you are new here, do consider subscribing and turn on notifications so that you will be the first to get notified whenever we come up with another video. Until then, stay safe.